Barbie's had many family members throughout her long history. Some of these relatives, including various aunts, cousins, siblings, and even her parents, Georgia Margaret Roberts, don't have their own dolls and have only ever been seen in Barbie movies, books, and TV shows. Today I am only discussing the family members who have been made into dolls and aren't associated with a particular Barbie movie. If you enjoy watching Barbie videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, now for Barbie's family. Ken, Barbie's boyfriend. First debuted in 1961. Ken, short for Kenneth Carson, was named after Barbie creator Ruth Handler's son. Ken's official birthday is March 11th, and he is 2 years younger than Barbie. Barbie and Ken have been together since the beginning, except for a short breakup back in 2004. The original Ken doll has blonde or brunette hair, which are the same two hair colors as the original Barbie. Ken has had a lot of different face sculpts, body types, and hair colors over the years and has diversified and become more inclusive along with the rest of the Barbie brand. Ken has had numerous careers over the years, although not quite as many as Barbie. This includes a chef, gold medal skier, pilot, lifeguard, and even a merman, although I'm not sure that last one counts as a career. Ken also has a few friends, including Alan and Curtis. Some Ken dolls include Talking Ken, Mod Hair Ken, which had a removable mustache, Superstar Ken, Great Shape Ken, Day to Night Ken, Earring Magic Ken, which is one of the best-selling Ken dolls of all time, Totally Hair Ken, Beach Fun Ken, Toy Story Ken, Fashionistas Ken, and hundreds more. Ken's always had a bit of a reputation for being a bit boring when compared to his glamorous and well-accomplished girlfriend Barbie, but this hasn't stopped him from becoming the longest-running Barbie character other than Barbie and one of the longest-running fashion dolls of all time. Ken is truly an icon. Skipper, Barbie's sister, first debuted in 1964. Skipper, or Skipper Roberts, was Barbie's first sister and was the first of Barbie's family members to ever be introduced. She is also one of the longest-running Barbie characters in history. Her age and appearance have varied over the years along with Barbie's, but she is generally depicted as a preteen or teen, and usually has brunette or blonde hair, but occasionally auburn hair as well. Like Barbie, she has gone through several different face sculpt changes. Skipper has several different playsets, including a house, sleep and study playset, t-shirt shop, and even a Pizza Hut. She has been featured as part of many iconic Barbie lines. She has had several different jobs over the years, but babysitting seems to be one of her favorites. She has several friends, including Scooter, Fluff, Tiff, Ginger, Courtney, and Nikki, and has also had several different boyfriends over the years, including Ricky, Scott, and Kevin. Skipper has been featured in all kinds of Barbie movies, TV shows, and books, and even has her own movie, Skipper and the Big Babysitting Adventure. Skipper has loads of fashions especially for her and her friends, but many of her fashions will also fit Barbie and vice versa. Some Skipper dolls include Bend Leg Skipper, Twist and Turn Skipper, Living Skipper, Malibu Skipper, Jewel Secret Skipper, Teen Time Skipper, Babysitter Skipper, Totally Hair Skipper, Totally Yo-Yo Skipper, Camping Skipper, Life in the Dream House Skipper, Babysitter's Ink Skipper, and many, many, many more. Skipper has even been a mermaid before. Skipper has been loved by generations of Barbie fans and has grown to be nearly as iconic as her big sister Barbie. Tootie, Barbie's sister, first debuted in 1965. Tootie, or Tootie Roberts, was advertised as being Skipper's little sister and Barbie's littlest little sister. She has a bendable, posable body and looks to be of toddler age or perhaps slightly older. She has her own house and fashions. She has friends named Chris and Carla and even has her own dog. Some Tootie dolls include Walking My Dolly Tootie, Night Night Sleep Tight Tootie, Melody and Pink Tootie, and Swingling Tootie. Tootie was discontinued in 1971 but was around for slightly longer in Europe. Some people also speculate that she is actually the same character as Stacy, which is one of Barbie's other siblings, who I'll be discussing later on in this video. Todd, Barbie's brother, first debuted in 1965. The original Todd, or Todd Roberts, is meant to be Barbie and Skipper's little brother and is Tootie's twin brother. He has the same face sculpt as Tootie, as well as the same bendable, posable body. This early version of Todd has dark blonde hair or sometimes red hair. Todd was discontinued around the same time as Tootie, but a new Todd doll reappeared in the 1990s. This version of Todd is older in appearance, perhaps around 8, and has darker hair. And now he is described as being Stacy's twin brother, which adds to the theory that Tootie and Stacy are actually the same character. although sometimes this version of Todd is described as not being related to Tootie, Stacy, or Barbie. Some people also think he may be a different character than the 1965 Todd altogether. To add to the confusion, Mattel also released an adult doll named Todd in the early 1980s. What are your guys' thoughts about this Todd doll? One thing's for sure is that he might just be one of the most confusing characters in Barbie history. Some Todd dolls include Sunday Treat Todd, Wedding Day Todd, and Happy Meal Todd. Todd was discontinued around 2008 and as far as I'm aware has not been seen since. But who knows, maybe sometime in the future Mattel will add another new Todd doll to the mix. Francie, Barbie's cousin. First debuted in 1966. Francie, or Francie Fairchild, is often referred to as Barbie's mod teenage cousin from England. She is the daughter of Lily and Claude Fairchild, who are presumably Barbie's aunt and uncle, who, as far as I can tell, were never made into dolls. Francie is younger than Barbie at 15 years old and has a smaller body and stands a bit shorter than Barbie as well. Francie has her own brightly colored mod fashions, a friend named Casey, and even her own house. She has either blonde or brunette hair and is often seen with a flip hairdo. Francie was also the first Barbie to feature rooted eyelashes. There is a straight-legged Francie, a bend-leg Francie, twist and turn Francie, quick curl Francie, and baggy Francie, just to name a few. There was also German and Japanese versions of the doll. Also, there is a version of Francie featured in the iconic 1970s Malibu Barbie line. Sadly, Barbie's groovy cousin Francie was discontinued a decade after her first appearance, just as Barbie was starting to enter into her superstar era. But Francie was reintroduced in 2011. PJ, Barbie's cousin. First debuted in 1969. PJ is often just referred to as Barbie's best friend, but also sometimes as her cousin, particularly in the Barbie Dream Date line from the 1980s. That is why I decided to include her on this list. As far as I could find, PJ's seemingly abbreviated name doesn't stand for anything in particular. PJ is similar in appearance to Barbie, but generally seems to have a more down-to-earth vibe to her. She is the same size as Barbie and can share fashions with her. Early versions of PJ had blonde hair, which was often worn in pigtails, but later versions feature her with darker hair. PJ replaced Barbie's best friend Midge, and early versions of PJ use the same face sculpt as Midge. PJ is also commonly seen with the Steffi face sculpt. There was a talking PJ, live action PJ, gold medal PJ, Malibu PJ, fashion photo PJ, dream date PJ, and sweet roses PJ, among others. Sadly, PJ was discontinued in the mid-1980s and was replaced by Barbie's friend Whitney, but reproduction dolls of PJ do exist. Jazzy, Barbie's cousin. First debuted in 1988. Jazzy is often referred to as Barbie's cool teen cousin or teen star cousin. She is a bit older than Skipper and has the same height as Barbie. She is similar in appearance to Barbie, although she has a smaller build, flat feet, and swivel waist. Jazzy has blonde hair and often has wild hairstyles. Jazzy was first released near the end of Barbie's superstar era and isn't as well known by doll fans as some of Barbie's other family members. She has her own high school themed doll line, which includes her school friends Stacy and Chelsea, who happen to have the same names as two of Barbie's siblings but are different characters. She also has a boyfriend named Dude, her own car, and even a Burger King playset. She has her own change-around fashions, which are often fun and sporty with an 80s flair, and isn't really into the big ball gowns like Barbie is. She has been a cheerleader and TV celeb and is often described as being fun-loving and the coolest girl in school. She is somewhat similar to Mattel's Star Dolls, which were another line of high school-themed dolls from around 1980. She even shares a face sculpt with one of the Star Dolls' friends, Kelly, as well as Mattel's Heart Family mom doll. Some Jazzy dolls include High School Jazzy, Teen Dance Jazzy, and Teen Looks Jazzy. The Teen Looks swimsuit Jazzy has blonde hair and brown eyes, which are an unusual combination for playline Barbies of that time. Jazzy became part of the Barbie beach-themed lines in the early 90s, which includes Hawaiian Fun Jazzy, Sun Sensation Jazzy, and Glitter Beach Jazzy. Sadly, Jazzy was discontinued in 1993, and as far as I can tell, hasn't made a reappearance. But with Barbie's other cousins, Francie and PJ, making the occasional reappearance, hopefully we'll get to see a reproduction doll of Jazzy in the future. Stacy, Barbie's sister. First debuted in 1992. Stacy, or Stacy Roberts, was originally advertised as being Barbie's trendy little sister. She is of tween age, and the original Stacy has blonde hair, but newer versions of the doll often have a more strawberry blonde hair color. Stacy is all about having fun and is described as being adventurous and sporty. She has friends named Janet and Whitney, and her twin brother is Todd, who I mentioned previously. Stacy has her own fashions, but some of her clothes are advertised as being able to fit Barbie and Skipper as well, particularly in the 1990s Barbie Sharon Sisters playset. Stacy has had many playsets, including a bowling alley, space discovery playset, and several sports and camping playsets. She even has her own butterfly pony. Stacy has also been seen in many Barbie movies, shows, and books. There are some other characters in the Barbie world named Stacy, including one of Jazzy's friends, who I already talked about, as well as one of Barbie's friends from England, released back in 1968. Also, as I mentioned before, some people also believe that Barbie's sister Tootie is the same character as Barbie's sister Stacy. Some Stacy dolls include Party and Play Stacy, Polly Pocket Stacy, Gymnast Stacy, and Flashlight Fun Stacy. Stacy has also been featured in many playsets with her sisters, including Barbie, Stacy, and Kelly Let's Go Camp set, Sisters Pup Walk, Barbie and Stacy, and Sweet Orchard Farm, Skipper and Stacy. Stacy has definitely become a popular Barbie character and seems set to stay around in the years to come. Kelly, Barbie's sister, first debuted in 1995. Kelly, or Kelly Roberts, is Barbie's toddler-aged little sister. There was a different version of Kelly released back in 1990 as part of a wedding day playset featuring Barbie's friends Midge and Alan. But this version of Kelly appeared to be a few years older than the 95 version and wasn't described as being related to Barbie at all. Some people think that the 1990 version of Kelly is actually meant to be the same doll as Stacy, just with a different name. And back in 1973, Barbie also had an adult friend named Kelly, and yeah, it gets confusing. But I feel like the 1995 version of Kelly is the one that most people think of when they think of Kelly dolls, and this is the one that is truly Barbie's little sister. Kelly is also called Shelly outside of the US. Kelly dolls from 95 up until the early 2000s have a younger, more baby-like appearance than the Kellys from the later 2000s, who are slightly taller. Kelly has her own fashions and her own playsets, which usually have a fun and whimsical element to them. Kelly has her own amusement park, playhouse, playground, treehouse, and even her own princess palace. She also has loads of friends, including Becky, Melody, Jenny, Tommy, Marissa, Tamika, Maria, Desiree, and so many more. Kelly has also been featured in many Barbie movies, books, and even a video game. Some Kelly dolls are Bath Time Fun Kelly, Eating Fun Kelly, Tiny Steps Kelly, who actually walks, Love and Care Kelly, who actually has chicken pox, and Tinkle Time Kelly. Barbie and Kelly have also been in many playsets together, including Strollin' Fun Barbie and Kelly, Shoppin' Fun Barbie and Kelly, Ballet Recital Barbie and Kelly, Sea Splashin' Sisters Barbie and Kelly, along with several holiday sets. Sadly, Kelly was discontinued and replaced by Barbie's sister Chelsea in 2010, who I'll talk about shortly, although many people believe that they are actually the same characters, just with different names. Whatever the case may be, Kelly seems to be a favorite of 90s and 2000s kids who grew up playing with her. Chrissy, Barbie's sister, first debuted in 1999. Chrissy, or Chrissy Roberts, is Barbie's baby sister. She looks just like a baby version of Barbie. She is described as being a bundle of joy and has her own baby-themed playsets. She has her own nursery, playroom, and musical crib. She was also featured in a browser game that was called Let's Babysit Baby Chrissy. Some Chrissy doll sets include Scrub-a-Dub-Dub Chrissy and Swing and Play Chrissy. Some of Chrissy's other doll sets feature her with her big sister Barbie, who always seems to be taking care of her. This includes Walking Barbie and Baby Sister Chrissy, Magical Mermaids Barbie and Chrissy, and Sisters Celebration Barbie and Chrissy. Chrissy was discontinued back in 2003, but other Barbie baby dolls have been seen off and on since. Chelsea, Barbie's sister, first debuted in 2010. Chelsea, or Chelsea Roberts, is Barbie's little sister and is often seen with Barbie's other sisters, Skipper and Stacy. As I mentioned before, some people say that Chelsea is the same doll as Kelly. She does appear to be a bit older than Kelly, however, at around 6 or 7 years old, and is taller too. Oddly enough, Kelly also had a friend named Chelsea. Chelsea is usually depicted with blonde hair and sometimes has pigtails. Chelsea has been featured in many Barbie movies, books, and shows, and even has her own movie, Chelsea the Lost Birthday. She also has many playsets and her own fashions. Chelsea must also be an animal lover, as many of her playsets come with dogs, cats, or other furry critters. She has her own playhouse, swing set, carnival, and even her own car and camper. Chelsea also has some friends, including Renee, Vivica, Tamika, Delia, and Madison. Some Chelsea doll lines include Club Chelsea and Chelsea Can Be. There have also been several holiday-themed Chelsea dolls over the years. Chelsea is growing to be nearly as iconic as Kelly, and I'm sure that she'll be around in the years to come, or at least a doll like her will be. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Who is your favorite Barbie character? And also, which of Barbie's discontinued family members would you like to see make a comeback the most? Let me know in the comments. I have also created a playlist with commercials that feature Barbie's friends and family and have put it in the description of this video, if you'd like to check that out. Thanks for watching and have a great day.